How are you, everyone? Paul Wilson, CEO of the Hwanseung Group, coming at you on the 31st of August, the last day of August. Can you believe it? We're already well into the way of our second half of the year. Just a reminder that to welcome you all to the Hwanseung News. Okay, why do we call it Hwanseung? It's because Hwanseung means transfer, and we're transferring all the time in our lives between transport, companies, countries, assets, knowledge, insight, and intuition. Okay, I eventually want to grow my group into Hwanseung Headhunting, which is a search firm, Hwanseung Gumyong, which is finance, and Hwanseung Budongsan, which is real estate. Join me on my journey. Okay, I've been here for 15 years. I've been hustling every day, working hard to get where I've come, and give me another 5-10 years. I'm sure I can do 100 times better. When you're hungry, you can achieve anything there. Just a reminder, guys, this is also one take. There is no script. I carefully research my articles and make my PDF every day, mail it to my executive business English students. I have a big mailing list that I send it to. This is all raw, so there's no fancy editing. I don't waste my time on editing and all that kind of thing there. I just want to build up the content space to supply you with the hottest insight, the hottest news every day. Okay, Monday to Friday, you'll get it on this channel here. I don't believe there's anywhere. What are the other substitutes for news in English? Korean news in English, Arirang TV, or a TBS. A bit boring for my taste, guys. Get some spicy gochumat on there, gochumat there. Okay, get the spicy 매운맛 news. Okay, there's Paul Wilson delivering it to you every day in a nice, interesting manner. Okay, now let's go to the first one here. Okay, so the first one is South Korea's fertility rate marks a record low in Q2 of 2023. Okay, we can see here it's down to 0.7, guys. 0.7. Can you believe it there? 0.7 of the birth rate. So again, what are we going to do? What can we do to address this issue? Well, it's not as easy as we think. Okay, the main reasons being that young couples do not want to have children because of the money-related issues there. Housing is very expensive. Education is very expensive, all the way up to university education there. Even if they do graduate from university, you probably find that your kids will live with you, and they end up being kangaroo kids. Okay, that's the nickname for them, kangaroo joke, where they're living off you and relying off you for money. The other kind of problems is that a lot of young people want to get into big companies. They want to get into desirable companies, well-known companies, in order to get a bigger salary there. So yeah, again, but in my personal opinion, having more money doesn't always equal a successful start of a family there. You have a biological clock that is ticking, especially for the woman. After 40 years old, it gets very, very difficult to get pregnant naturally there, and you might have to resort to in vitro fertilization or artificial insemination there at a local pregnancy clinic. So just to let you know that Koreans fertility clinics are probably the best in the world. Okay, speaking from personal experience here, and you often find a lot of foreigners are going there, bringing their own translators and interpreters to translate for them and get treatment at a Korean fertility clinic there. But yes, what can we do? What can we do? I'm worried about the population, decreasing to the point that Korea will disappear. Within 500 years, I think it's predicted there, and we need to have more than one child. Just having one child is still going to be decreasing. We need to have at least two. So if you are a patriot, if you do love Mother Korea, your motherland, please do whatever it takes to have a partner, at least have a partner and have some children, okay, and support the birth rate here. Do you think we can solve this with immigration? I'm not sure. Korea, we kind of want specific types of immigrants coming in, highly skilled technicians, professors, that kind of thing there. Because they do add to the economy and they contribute a lot of value-added knowledge to the GDP. I'm not sure if lower standard workers, shipbuilders or perhaps restaurant workers would be useful or not, and their tax base, their tax revenue collection would not be as high as a highly skilled technician. Okay, so yes, let's hope it gets better in the future, but I don't think this year or next year it's going to get improving there. At least while the economy is still in this high interest rate scenario there and the borrowing costs are quite high. Okay, let's go to the next one, guys there. Banning kids from department stores and resting areas discriminatory, according to the National Human Rights Commission. All right, so what happens here is children under 10 are being banned from VIP lounges in the Hyundai Baekajom, Lotte Baekajom, and Shinsegae Baekajom there. So, there was a petition from a mother of a 100-day child. She's actually spent, the required amount to get into the VIP lounge. I think it's about 20 million won at least to get access there. And other consumers must have been complaining that it was a distraction and it was too noisy. Now, the sad thing about this is that it's not illegal. It's not illegal to have to ban certain types of people from your store because it's a privately owned enterprise. We have talked in the past about banning 가공족, okay, cafe 공부족 people who just study at cafes all the time. They only buy one cheap Americano and they stay there for 4 or 5 hours, hogging the electricity, hogging the Wi-Fi. Okay, we've also got 노인 출입 금지, okay, banning senior citizens there, and also kids-free zones as well. Okay, they're also available as well. They're also present in Korea. So what is going on? Why are we suddenly being fussy about who we let into our businesses? It's quite sad. I thought this was like we should be accepting all kind of customers, but again, I can understand it from the cafe or the owner's point of view. You know, we want to have a good client rotation, good customer rotation to keep the sales going there. And if you've got someone who is maybe being a distraction, or they're hogging the table space there, it puts off other consumers from visiting that store. Okay, so yeah, have you ever experienced being banned? Okay, how did you feel? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, now this next one, guys, is Chipmakers reach out to undergraduates to tackle the talent shortage here. Okay, so we can see here, this is the Seoul National University, SNU, the most prestigious university in Seoul. Everybody wants to go here. Quite a few of my executives, my VPs, sons and daughters have made it to Seoul. I guess it's a good reflection of the parenting skills they've had, where they've managed their children's education quite well and they've motivated them. Well, and more importantly, the mother and father, especially if they're 맞벌이 bubu, working couples, have provided a good mentoring and good role modeling, you know, showing that their parents have become successful through hard work. That's what it takes, guys. That's what it takes. You know, a lot of Generation MZ, a lot of young people, they lack persistence. They lack perseverance there. You know, you've got to work hard if you want to get to where you're at. I had a dinner with a senior vice president of Samsung yesterday, and you know, he was mentioning that when he got married, he only had X amount of dollars, and his house was X amount of won as well. But you know, he worked hard to where he got in his position in life, and he's enjoying the fruits of it now. Okay, so. Yes, okay. What's happening here, though, guys, is, Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix is no exception here. Amid their big push for global expansion, the tech giants are struggling to meet staffing needs for their billion-dollar facilities at home and abroad. Now, what's happening also is, guys, chipmakers are finding that the top 1% of students, okay, 47 students accepted in their contracted departments at 4 schools, decided to give up their placement offers at large companies and change to medical school. Okay, maybe the medical school is offering a better salary, okay, better stability, or maybe a quality of life there, but that's another thing they're competing. They're not just competing with other semiconductor companies, they're also competing with departments, okay, other faculties here. Okay, so just doctoring. There are a lot of cases of students who are dropping out of their university, going back and doing jeshi. Okay, they're studying again for university entrance, SCSAT, and trying to get into medical school to make a better living. Okay, so yes, how can we attract more talent? Well, I think it starts off from the beginning. We need to be advising young kids that chip industry is a very nice, attractive industry to be in, and the people that I teach at SK Hynix and Samsung, they're very nice people. They love their jobs. They're very loyal and hardworking workers, and they've got a very bright future. I can guarantee that. Just by meeting them the first time, I can ascertain within 5 minutes how far they're going to go in their career. Very nice auras indeed. Okay, now this next one, guys, is Myeongdong, okay? Mandatory price marking to curb deceptive practice at Myeongdong. If you don't know, Myeongdong is the most popular shopping district in Seoul, okay? But what's happening here is they have predator pricing going on, okay? And so they've decided, the government has received a lot of complaints, and they've decided that all Myeongdong vendors should be labeling their prices here, because it's been going on where they've been doing bagaji. They're ripping off tourists. Okay, these especially the street food sellers there, are ripping off tourists there based on, whatever they can afford. And it's, you'll find that's why Koreans, we don't go to Myeongdong to shop. Number one, there's too many tourists, there's too many foreigners there, it's too crowded, and the pricing is ridiculous. Okay, so let's go have a look at this video and we'll see how much bagaji there is in Myeongdong.
명동 노점상들이 결국 가격을 내리고 가격표도 붙이기 시작했습니다.
So they're going to put the prices on.
송정현 기자가 명동 거리에서 만나봤습니다.
Here we go. Myeongdong. Oh, there's a pigeon there.
월요일 오후 서울 명동 거리. 이달 초까지만 해도 12,000원 하던 오징어구이 가격을 물어봤습니다.
Yes, they lowered the price a bit. They got caught out. 바가지 요금.
지난 7일부터 관광객들이 가장 많이 찾는 품목을 중심으로 가격을 내린 겁니다. 있습니다. 방문조 오징어가
Oh, we got a tornado 감자. Down. Yep.
한두가 1,000원 더 싸졌습니다.
Down 1,000 won.
외국인 관광객들은 대체로 활용하는 분위기입니다.
I think sometimes it can be expensive, but it depends on what kind of food it is. And I think it's a good price though.
I'm coming from Europe, so maybe for them it's expensive, but for me it's
Still cheap,
like normal,
yeah.
a normal price.
일부 노점에 가격표가 아예 없다는 비판에 7월 중 전 노점이 가격을 표시하기로 했습니다. 오늘 오후 4시부터
Yeah.
6년 노점들을 돌아보니
Putting the prices on there. Come honest, be honest, Myeongdong vendors.
단 일부
Stop ripping us off.
내렸다는 지적에 명동 상인들은 어려움을 호소했습니다.
코로나 전부 지금 저희가 3년을 놀다가
Okay, well, we do understand they needed to make up for the lost earnings during Corona.
서울 중도청은 명동 상인회 등과 대책반을 꾸려
Okay.
이달 중 명동거리 노점상들의 바가지 요금, 위생관리 등에 대한 단속을 실시할 예정입니다.
Okay.
채널A 뉴스.
All right, thank you for that. So yes, there's got an example of the paraji yogum there. Okay, so yes, beware of that one there. You know, and they're not even that great. Myeongdong's not even that great for food. You can much more better tasting, much more cheaper, much more value for money places, other places as well there. Okay. All right, now this last one, guys, is Heineken. Heineken exit sparks concerns over Russian operations of Samsung and LG there. Heineken basically has given up on Russia. Okay, they sold their manufacturing plant, their bottling plant for $1 US. Okay, I think the case was where the Russian government was saying that if you want to leave, you've got to pay a tax, otherwise surrender and give up your manufacturing facilities to us there. And you know what the Russian market probably was important for them, but getting out of there was the best idea. Okay, now that leaves LG and Samsung, okay, with a bit of a predicament because they've invested a lot of money and they have a lot of consumer base there for TVs and mobile phones and other kitchen appliances, electronic appliances there. They cannot simply give up the Russian market like that. And Putin cannot also get rid of them as well because the population, the people of Russia love their products there. And I've got a little surprise for you as well. Can you guess what the other Korean product they like? Check out this report here.
된다고 한국 기업 제재하겠다 근소리치던 러시아.
Mr. Putin.
정부와 달리 러시아 사람들은 한국 제품을 절대 포기할 수 없었다고 합니다. 첫 번째 갤럭시 러시아 시장 보도에
The Galaxy, #1 phone in Russia.
러시아 판매가 중단되자 러시아 국민들의 불만이 폭발. 눈치를 보던 러시아 정부는 결국 갤럭시를 병.
Putin got a bit of nunchi if he bans the Samsung phones. The 도시락.
러시아 라면 시장 점유율 60%를 차지하며 국민 라면이라고
60% of the market is Gunmin buying the Gunmin 도시락.
찍었다고 합니다. 2021년 매출액이 710억 원이었는데
와, 710억 원. 야.
33억 원을 기록했죠. 세 번째 초코파이.
Chocopie. There's the one, guys. Did you guess it? Chocopie.
그런지 진짜 역대급 실적을 달성했습니다. 전년 대비 79.4% 성장, 매출액이
It's such a tradition in China. In Russia there. Chocopie and tea.
막을 수가 없었습니다.
Okay, very good. So yes, we got the LG and Samsung electronics there. We've got the Doshirak Ramyeon and we've got the Chocopies. Putin cannot give them up. He can't win the war if he loses those items there. Putin, come on, what are you doing? Support the Korean factories there. Give them some assurance that they can do their trade in Russia there. Okay. All right, guys. This has been the Hwanseung News for the 31st of August. Sorry. Okay. Join me on my journey. Okay, as we create our our large group here. Just a reminder, this is all one take. There's no script. It's all raw. No fancy editing. I'm just getting the hot issues to you Monday to Friday about Korea. Okay, I select 5 topics a day. This is 다섯 정거장 15분 news, Hwanseung News. Okay, Paul Wilson, the CEO here. We're going to move into Hwanseung headhunting, Hwanseung finance, and Hwanseung real estate there. Okay, and we move in our lives between transport. We transfer between transport. Okay, companies, countries, assets, knowledge, insight, and intuition. Okay, we're always transferring in our lives. Have a look at my advertising on the next time you catch the subway or the bus, or you tag your T-Money card. You're Hwanseung입니다. Okay, Hwanseung역. You'll find it all over there, guys. Just a reminder, you can probably see here. All right, it's all Hwanseung, baby. All right, all Hwanseung every day, every single day. Okay, those were our people today. That's Hwanseung tonight.